Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out the Reverb pedal which we got in our mystery box video from a few videos back. If you haven't seen that already, then make sure you go and check that one out. But spoiler alert, in one of those boxes we got this, the CKK Infinite Reverb. Now this is the point in the video where I like to tell you a bit about the pedal, but to be honest I don't know a whole lot about it and there's really not much information online at all. From what I have been able to find on the company, I believe it's a Chinese company, and maybe partly because of that it's really hard to find anything else on the matter. I'm not really sure whether this is based on an existing pedal, and really I don't even know whether it's still in production, to be completely honest with you. It's a bit of a mystery. But what I can show you is how this pedal sounds. And if you've seen that previous video already, then you'll know that this really quite pleasantly surprised me, and I think this is a good sounding pedal. And if you're going for that sort of big sky, very ambient, big reverb, but you're on a tighter budget, this might be a cool option for you. So let's start off by having a look at the pedal and go through the controls. Everything you're hearing today is played with my Gretsch G2655 with upgraded Filtertron style humbuckers in it. That's then going straight into the front of my Marshall SV20H, which is a plexi style head. And then finally you're hearing the reverb in the effects loop of the amp. Now obviously this pedal will also work in front of an amp, but me personally, I always like to try and get my reverbs in the effects loop when I can, just because you get that extra bit of flavour of the amp in the reverb, and you also run less risk of hearing distortions and, you know, overloading the front end of the pedal if you're running drive pedals and things like that before it. So on this pedal you've got 4 knobs. You've got damping, pre-delay, reverb and decay, as well as a dip switch which takes you on and off of infinite mode. Now the intro you heard had infinite mode on, but I'm just going to take that off for a minute so we can go through the rest of the options. So we'll start off with damping, and that's effectively the tone control for your reverb. So it goes from a brighter sound, and then turning it clockwise gives you a darker sound. Then after that we've got pre-delay, and that really just adjusts the amount of time between when you play and when the reverb signal starts. So with it in its current position, that's all of the pre-delay, and that sounds like this. And then with the pre-delay all the way counterclockwise, it gives you the shortest time. It's just a lot more instant and doesn't sound quite as large, you know? But I like to keep that all the way up because with a reverb like this, it's all about the huge ambience. You've then got the reverb control, which is your overall volume. So with it all the way around to the left, you're not getting any reverb. And with it all the way around, you're getting loads of reverb and very little of the dry signal. With the reverb up loud like that, you can also hear the pre-delay a lot more, and it almost does sound like a delay pedal. Just to demonstrate that previous control a little bit more. And then finally for the knobs, you've got the decay control, which as the name suggests is how long it takes for the reverb to decay. So with it all the way round to the left, it's very short. And with it round to the right, it's really long. And as you can hear, it's got a really good long decay time on it. But you've also then got the infinite switch. So if we kick that in, that gives you even more decay time. And especially when you've got the decay control the whole way up, it does almost go on infinitely. And we're going to kill that there because it does really go on for a long time. So it's almost doing a little bit of a feedbacky thing, and you can hear that it also adds in a bit of a shimmer effect, which I really like. And I think especially with that setting on, it does give you that sort of big sky-esque feel. So I'm just going to play a little bit more and just give you some idea of what this pedal sounds like at various settings. But I think just from looking through the controls, you should have an idea now of what this pedal's capable of. It's one of those pedals that does one thing really, really well and is very tweakable to get that one thing exactly how you like it. So there's a few different tones and ways you can use this pedal. I hope that gives you some idea. I'm sure most of you watching, if you're into pedals at all, will be familiar with other things like this that were really made popular by the Strymon Big Sky. It's very much in that same vein, but I have to say I am really quite impressed with this pedal considering that it comes in at around the £100 mark. If you are after the Big Sky sound on a budget, then I feel like this might scratch that itch for sure. I don't think there's much more to say on this pedal, so I think we'll leave it there. As always, let me know down in the comments what you think and whether you'd consider buying one of these. And if you do happen to know anything about this company or have an experience with any of their other pedals, then let me know that too. But as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.